All right, Anna, I do want to shift to Bannon because it's his comments, Bannon's comments in particular. It just startled me how blunt they were. And as I'm going through this book, he pops up again and again. I'm just wondering what happens to Bannon now. If I'm at Breitbart and I'm trying to move ahead here and some of my loyal readers are getting annoyed by this, wouldn't they just let him go?
I think it's tough. You know, he really is the heart and soul of Breitbart. The rise of the website really came under his tutelage.
Oh, I know, but Anna, you know, there have been many founders of a site, a channel, that all of a sudden go when they become expendable.
Yeah, and let's be real clear. Andrew Breitbart was the heart and soul of that. Now, Steve took it in another direction.
But in the most recent iteration,
right.
it was certainly Steve Bannon. I don't think you're going to see him go away, whether or not he is there or whether or not he has the backing of the Mercers. I mean, he has got a loud megaphone, and he knows how to use the press clearly.
Well, clearly or not, Roger Ailes was once the soul and visionary for this place, and I love Roger so much. In retrospect, I'm just telling you, no one is above just getting heaved.
Do you remember 3 years ago, if someone told you Roger was going to leave, we would be like, oh, yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, that's
my point on the whole Breitbart thing and Bannon
I think it's a
and the
point.
fallout from all of this.
See, I think the one issue that they're worried about is the staff. The staff seems to be somewhat loyal to him. I mean, more than somewhat, very loyal to him.
But they're loyal to Jobs more.
But that's the other thing. And I am telling you that there is always an undercurrent at that place. Maybe not from the true believer reporters, but from others, that they were going too far out on the alt-right. So you could see how
they love Trump or Bannon more.
Their readers love Trump more. Absolutely. Yeah. And I tell you, I say this as someone who likes Steve Bannon personally. I like him a lot. Decent guy. But, you know, here's the one thing I will say from some of Bannon's supporters. What they can't understand is why he called Donald Jr. treasonous.
Yeah.
They think of all the stuff he said, he just went way too far on the tree. Like, he could have said...
Well, that apparently tipped it for the president, the disparaging comments about his kids. So I'll never know. But, Anna, help me with this. I mean, you know, I was raising at the outset here that the president always gets annoyed that some of his best news is stepped on in developments like this, the 25,000 thing with the release of these book excerpts, et cetera. It's happened countless other times, sometimes of his own doing, a tweet that comes out ill-timed and all. But he does have a point. I mean, whether you like him or not, that some of his best achievements get buried in these sort of other developments. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, I think House Republicans, Senate Republicans, aides I've talked to on the Hill are very frustrated. They feel like they just passed this tax bill. They want to be talking about that. They want to be selling this. They think that they can make it a positive for the midterm elections. They do not want Donald Trump and erratic behavior and his negatives to be what everybody is talking about. They think that that could be basically the House right there. If this kind of continues, that he's not able to turn the narrative there.
Do they think that the House is in jeopardy now? I've talked to others who say that, you know, they could beat losing now. They might narrow it down and lose 20 seats and all, but still control the House. What's your latest read?
Yeah, I think it is going to be very tight. I mean, I think it is definitely, you know, depending on what happens. I think even in the Senate, you talk to Senate Republicans privately, I think they're very concerned about keeping their majority. They're only 51 right now, so it's going to be very tight.
Can I make one other point here, and that is definitely true. The House Republicans are freaked out that a lot of consultants tell me it could be like one of those wave elections, right? Here's the one problem that Trump has, the president has, going after Bannon as viciously as he's doing right now. Bannon's the only guy that's really not caught up in this Russian probe. He knows where all the bodies are buried.
And there's talk that he's leaking stuff still.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, Bannon's a smart guy. He thinks a little bit ahead.
All right. You're both smart guys. And I want to thank you. Happy New Year, Charlie.
Thank you.